So Nicholas Weimmer, science teacher, Dickinson High School. 10 years, I believe, I'm at Dickinson, and 20 years teaching total. So I'll just go right out. I'll say virtual learning for hard sciences. That's all I could speak to. Completely useless. In terms of progress, it was definitely slow going at first. I mean, because you have my juniors are basically freshmen, mathematically and in terms of scientific process. That's very difficult. My seniors, the sophomores, a little bit better, and they're a pretty decent group. They understood high school before that. So, but you do see a much steeper curve, I'd say, in terms of their ability. Like it was at first, I thought it was going to be a very big challenge this year. But as they came along, it was a little bit, instead of incremental as it would be as a typical year, the progress was kind of, once all the concepts were covered, I think most of the students started to thrive. Not all, but most. It's never all. Yeah, personally, something that Jersey City did, the public schools did during the pandemic, which was, I thought, really nice, was this: they set aside, or they asked us to set a time for social emotional learning, but more specifically, just to kind of gauge how the kids are doing at home, and making sure they're coping with everything fine. So I found it more challenging at home, and so coming back for me was welcome as well. And I think a portion of students find that, and again, just that isolation for some of them. Some of them got real comfortable with it, just like adults, I say, and then some of them really need that social piece. Day to day, it's very bad, and the adjustment still isn't there for many of us, because we teach a certain schedule throughout the day, but now they're basically every day they say, hey, take on this other class, and that's more stress. That's planning time. That's time I could devote to retakes, catching a student up, tutoring, things of that nature, because it's their lunch, it's my lunch, we do it, but now I'm covering a teacher's class because they're still sick, or they're still, you know what I mean? Or we don't have X amount of teachers at the point. And there's a sub shortage, which I think everybody knows these things. In the beginning of the year, it was, a little bit of a shock to a lot of the teachers to say, hey, I have this freshman who honestly, say mathematically, math-wise, their skills are just sixth grade, because really that's sixth, seventh grade. That's what they were. So if they were already behind then, they're going into high school with fifth, sixth grade math skills. I mean, if you think about the difference, that's middle school completely gone. Not all of them, right? I mean, not a blanket statement, just in general kind of statement. Also, I keep data year to year to year to year, and I watch trends for honors class, non-honors classes, and there was definitely that below level marker that we started the year out with. But as I said, there's a steep incline where it's normally more gradual. So for me, it's not awful. There were times where it was not good. There are times, you know what I mean? Day to day is a struggle, you know what I mean? Because you want to do right by every kid.